Hello, hello. Let's see if I can get the music to work. Welcome back to another live stream. It is the 4th of July. That's an American holiday. It was Canada Day 3 days ago. So I had a nice holiday break. Okay, I'm making another Pokemon this fine Friday evening, and I'm thinking about going to Rock Band later. Okay, let's choose which Pokemon we're going to make today. Alright, I choose... Oh, I already did Spearow. I choose... Omastar. That evolves from Omanyte. Omastar. Alright, we're doing finally a water type again. It's been a while since I've done a water type. Let's get out Omanyte. Oh, this one's actually really cute. Okay, let me bring it out the picture. Last week we did Goldeen and Seeking. Oh, actually, yeah, last week we already had a water type. But this one's an actual blue one. And I'll show you what that looks like. I also did an extra live stream this week. I made the Kirby sprites from my Japanese Perler Bead kit. Those ones turned out really nice. Here we go. Omastar. And this will be number 47 and 48 of all of the Pokemon I've made so far. We're so close to 50. And then we'll be 1/3 of the way done with my 151 Pokemon challenge. Okay, let me bring out my beads. This week was actually a really nice week. It felt like it passed so fast because I had 3 days off. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I had no work because one of my colleagues who's new, she switched shifts with me. So I had Mondays off, and Tuesday was Canada Day, so didn't have to work. And then Wednesdays are my usual day off. And I just finally worked today. It's been so long since I've had no work for consecutive days. Alright, let me start with Omanyte. This is a fossil Pokemon. Let me take a look what Omanyte is exactly. Omanyte is an extinct cephalopod mollusk Pokemon. Yep, that sounds right. It's an ancient and long since extinct Pokemon that have been regenerated from fossils by people. Oh yeah, I remember now. When I used to play Pokemon Pearl, if I ever found fossils, the only way to get those Pokemon was you had to find the fossil and then process the fossil to turn that into a Pokemon. That was pretty cool. I really love that concept, and I love digging for fossils. going into the mines. Yeah, in Pokemon Pearl, you could go all the way down into the mines because children yearn for the mines. And we could find all sorts of gemstones. You could find thunderstones or like water stones to evolve Eevee and any other Pokemon. And then find these fossil Pokemon like Aerodactyl or Kabuto and Kabutops. I don't know if they still do that with the new Pokemon, if they've discovered any new ones. They must have, right? 1, 2. Oh my gosh, today's Friday. I thought it was Thursday. The other day on Wednesday, I went to the harbor front in downtown with my coworkers. We had some burgers for lunch or late lunch. And then we went over to the harbor front to look at Lake Ontario and look at all of the ships passing by. I saw lots of party yachts, and there was like a pirate ship, sailboats, water taxi to go to the island, the Toronto Island. And it was so relaxing. I feel like anytime you go near some water, or even just go into a forest, it relaxes you and makes you feel calmer. But water, especially a large water body, those make you feel so at peace. And then watching the sunset, oh my gosh, that was so nice. I'd love to actually witness that on a boat. I've never actually gone off into the waters of Lake Ontario. I think that is something I want to try eventually. I mean, it's right there. Toronto is right there. And I want to see the skyline. I want to see the CN Tower and Toronto skyline from a boat. I don't think I've done that other than from a ferry. I want to do it on my own little chartered boat or a sailboat. I think that would be really cool. I love fishing too. I want to get a fishing license. I want to see if I can catch a fish this year. This is Omanyte's outline. Shall I? I'll use black for the rest of it because it's asking for some dark grays here, but I think it'll look good with black anyway. Or actually, if I go with a really dark gray, it will look fine. Yeah, so on Wednesday when I was hanging out with my coworker, something really crazy happened. I found we had a very funny epiphany. So my coworker, she brought her friend who I'd never met before. And she was so funny. She was really nice. She really knew how to keep a conversation going. And for some reason she was like, "You look really familiar." And I was like, "Oh, I don't think we've ever met." And as she asked more about me, like what I've done, what else I do, I said, "Oh, well, at one point I was an instructor. I taught a little bit of self-defense with a black belt karate instructor. I was just an assistant. I wasn't the instructor." And her eyes were just like, like, "Oh, I know who you are. You taught us self-defense." And I was like, "What? What do you mean? I've never met you before." And she's like, "No, you were a sub Like when the instructor was away, you taught us self-defense. And I said, huh? I didn't think I ever met you. So that's how I found out that before I met my coworker at my new job, I'd already taught her for one class how to do self-defense moves, and I had no recollection of it. Like, she remembered my coworker and her friend, but I didn't remember them. I didn't remember their faces. So that was kind of wild, discovering that I met my coworker before I met her at work. Hey Brittazel! So nice to see you. Welcome to another stream. We are making Omanyte and Omastar. I don't know how Ash actually pronounces them, or how you're supposed to pronounce them, but I've always called it Omanyte and Omastar. So this is Omanyte, a little mollusk Pokemon. It's really cute. As you can see the eyes. Once I get the eye outline here, it will look so adorable. How is your day, Brittazel? Happy Friday. I think I'm gonna need... I think we need a different palette for the shell here. Or I'll first use... I use this first. It's like a kind of like butterscotch color. One, two, three, four. Today I was at the library at a different one, and I saw that they were doing a summer camp. Lots of kids super excited. It was the last day of camp, so they had a pizza party, but they weren't in their room, so I was just sitting at the desk, and a pizza delivery man just like, who do I give this to? And I was like, ooh, pizza. I really wanted to have a slice, so I just accepted the pizza and waited for the kids to come back. And then there was just a whole bunch of them. They're like, oh my god, pizza! Kids love pizza. I don't even know what camp it was. I was never really in summer camp as a kid. I wish I was in like a robotics camp or something, but back then I don't think they had too many of those. Now kids have 3D printing camp, they have coding camp, lots of different robotics, science camps, they have piano camp. So many great things that are offered for the community. I think maybe once I just did like a basketball camp, and that was it. Just the traditional sports camps. But I don't think I found it too fun. I didn't really make any friends. Ugh, it's getting a bit dark. I don't know if that's the right call, if that's the right color to use. This one looks pretty much the same. We'll go with it, we'll roll with it for now. I was talking to another coworker the other day, because when I went to the harbor front, I saw so many sailboats, and I was thinking, I would love to learn how to ride a sailboat. I would love to learn how to prop up those sails and then go with the wind on water. I think that would be so cool to experience. But you probably need lessons to go sailing. And that's a whole nother side quest to get into maybe next year. This year, I will try to focus on other things first before I go on another side quest. I have to not have so many side quests, because that always distracts from the main quests. Now I'm going to use a pastel yellow, this one, for its shell, and then we'll fill it up with blue. What else happened this week? Oh yes, I finally filmed a garden update video to show the progress of my seeds that I started way back in the spring. My garden is growing so well. There are lots of peas that I have climbing some nets. The tomatoes are getting bigger and bigger. I have another row of carrots and radishes, but every year that I've been growing carrots, they've just been these tiny little nubs, like baby carrots. They haven't been fully long grown carrots. I think I have to always keep the soil moist, maybe add different fertilizer or bone meal. We got bone meal this year. I hope that can help with the plants growing more. I mean, bone meal is what they use in Minecraft to make the plants grow faster. Hopefully it will work for my actual vegetables. Yeah, so one of my coworkers, she was telling me how sailing is so fun and how she used to do it in the waters of Europe. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you were a sailor. She looked so happy talking about it, her past. And she said, you could totally learn how to do it. You can do anything. And I was like, oh, thanks. I would love to try sailing one day. Especially because in Toronto, we don't have an ocean. We have a little lake. It looks really big, but it's still just a lake. It's not the sea with all of the crashing waves. So I think it's a lot less scary to try learning water sports when you're by a lake. I'd be really scared of the ocean and surfing because the waves are so strong. Who knows what kind of animals are in the water? There could be sharks. No sharks in Lake Ontario though. Lots of fish. So one day I will have a boat. I'll go fishing in Lake Ontario. Jancy Olds, hello. How are you? I'm doing really well. Oh yeah, we're making Omanyte, the mollusk Pokemon. Oh, that's really cool. There's like a little crown beside your name. I think there's a new thing on YouTube. Oh, you're a #1 fan. It says, and there's XP points. It says 75 XP next to your name. I don't know what this is. It's a new feature for YouTube live streams. That's really cool. Thanks for being #1. How are you doing? How are you having Good Friday? Oh, it's July 4th. It's a holiday in America, 4th of July, right? I'm assuming you're from America, from the US. Maybe you're not even from there. Okay, let's go with this blue. Ooh, this is going to be so nice. I never get to use these blues. Yes, these are perfect. They're like the exact shade that I need for Omanyte. Oh yeah, you're from the US. Well, happy 4th of July. I think that's a pretty big holiday there. I always remember it's just 3 days after our Canadian Canada Day. I had a really fun Canada Day. Yeah, that was just on Tuesday. I went to a biking event, so I pretty much just followed this. There's this one leader of this group. He invites people out to bike with him, and then his bicycle has all these fancy lights that he attaches to them. He calls them bike raves because they play electronic music as they ride along. And there are a bunch of these guys who have those electric unicycles. You know, the ones that you have to balance? Like you have to stand on it, and then it's kind of like the same concept as one of those old hoverboards, but it's only one single wheel. And they stand on it with their motorcycle helmets, and they just lean forward and just zoom forward. There's a bunch of people riding those. I was just riding my little e-bike, and then we went to look at the Canada Day fireworks, which were so beautiful. I haven't seen fireworks, like a fireworks show, in such a long time. And I rode my e-bike. I was blasting some 2010s pop music, EDM music. It was a good time. I was blasting Charlie XCX. I hope those guys didn't mind. Oh my gosh, isn't this so cute? Omanyte. I love Omanyte because it looks like its face looks like a giant mustache, and it has these cute eyes. Oh, it's so cute. Rock and water type fossil Pokemon introduced in Gen 1 that can be resurrected from a Helix fossil. It's Kabuto's counterpart. Oh, Kabuto must be the horseshoe crab Pokemon. Alright, let's make Omastar. Omastar's kind of creepier. Its eyes are just aligned like that, and then it has the beak mouth. It kind of looks funny. Okay, well, I'll bring that out. Are you making anything, Jancy? Are you working on any projects? I'm still working on my Kirby that I did last time. I had a bonus stream this week because I had time. I made a bunch of Kirbys. Yeah, I really like Omastar's pose. It's like it kind of looks like the Elmo meme when with the fire behind him. I'll begin with this. Oh, you're making all the evolutions? Nice. Which one are you on? I still haven't rolled an Eevee from my random generator. Once I do, that'll be a great stream. I'm so excited for that one. But for now, we just have Omanyte and Omastar. as we slowly continue making all 151. Oh, Jolteon. That's cool. I love Jolteon. Are you making a very detailed Jolteon, or are you doing like the PC version, like the ones that I'm doing? They're the simpler ones. But there are also a lot of designs for a lot more detailed evolutions. I can show you one that I made before. I don't know if I showed you already. I forgot. Yeah, like this one. This is like a super detailed Jolteon. This was one of the first projects where I used the masking tape method to get the beads off of the pegboard, and it turned out really well. Yeah, this one is, I think, my favorite evolution regular size bead, MIDI 5mm bead projects that I've done. That was a long time ago though. And the very first evolution I made was Vaporeon. Or was it? It might have been Flareon. Flareon, then Vaporeon, and then Jolteon. And back then I didn't know how to iron very well, so Flareon and Vaporeon, you'll see some of the beads were too melted and then they closed up. You could see some like blowouts. I guess that's how people called them. But Jolteon, I used the masking tape method, get it off of the board. I think that one I also poked holes in. I tried poking holes because people said that you should poke holes for masking tape. And I think for larger projects, maybe that does make a difference, but for all of my smaller MIDI bead projects, I never poked holes in the masking tape. But that was the one project where I did, and it did turn out very, very nice. Oh, you're doing the small pixel ones just like mine? Those are great too, and it won't take up too many, so they won't take up too much space. I can't wait to make mine. Are you gonna do anything? Are you gonna do more Pokemon after the evolutions? Once I'm done all 151 Pokemon, I really don't know if I'm gonna continue making more Pokemon. That's a lot to do. There's like there's too many regions. I would like to make some Naruto sprites. That is something on my to-do list. And of course using mini beads. I just don't have space. But Naruto, there are I have a lot of sprite images from some old games. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I found them, because now pixel art games are just, they're so rare. Everything is 3D-ish. I do miss the classic, simpler 8-bit look. Even if they could do it on a Nintendo Switch. I know the graphics, they're like, why would you want that when the graphics are so nice? But it's kind of like Minecraft too. The graphics in Minecraft are very simple. And it's all pixelated. So one time my music teacher, he was like, why do you guys play Minecraft when that's the kind of quality we had in the 80s? Like, why do you want the pixel art? Why do you want pixel graphics when you can get much better ones? And I'm like, because it's cute and simple. Sometimes you just like simple. I like simple. Oops, what happened here? Did I miss one? 1, 2, 1. Oops, there's a misplaced bead somewhere. 3, 1, 2. 2. Oops, I put 4 here instead of 3. I just moved over. Is that right? 1, 1, 2. Yes, that is right. Outline is done. Hey Tom, welcome to the stream. Oh, you'll want to do more of my Minecraft crafts. Yeah, for sure. You can definitely take a break from Pokemon. Sometimes you need to take a break from things to be re-inspired to do them. Like right now, I think doing the Pokemon streams has been really fun. So I haven't designed any Minecraft things in a while. But I will get back to it eventually. Hey Tom, how's your day? Hope you're having a good Friday. Sometimes at the library, when there's nothing really for me to do, I just look at what the kids are playing on our computers. And so many kids, they are playing Minecraft. And I'm like, how did you get that? It's not the official Minecraft. They're just on some random website where they can play Minecraft. But it's fun to watch them. Because I'm like, oh, I wish I could be doing that right now. And then a lot of other kids, they're playing games from Poke.com. Poke.com seems so... It's so diverse. There's so many games on there. I wish I had that as a kid. We didn't have so many cool games that were just freely acceptable like that. Like freely acceptable in a library setting or in a school setting. Everything we played at school, they had to approve it. Or like they would make sure you can't go on certain sites like Facebook. Who complains about pixel art and games like that? Yeah, I think that teacher, he just wasn't a fan of it. I think he just likes more... He just thinks you can get better graphics nowadays with the new games, which is true. Like, the graphics are so nice now when you look at those shooter games like Apex Legends and Valorant and all of like Cyberpunk, all that. But I still love the classic 8-bit look. I think he played... There's a game called Doom. And he's like, why would you guys want to play a game that looks like Doom when the graphics are so much better now? One game I'd love to try is Resident Evil. That one looks... I love a good scary game. I didn't used to, but now I'm like, I need something thrilling. I love to be scared. This Pokemon is really octopusing me with its second, more evolved form. What? It's a mollusk. The octopus Pokemon? Oh, I forgot what its name. Octillery. I don't know if that... I don't remember if that's this generation. Doom is literally the grandfather of all shooters. What was that guy on about? I don't know. I never played Doom. Oh, that guy started your European. Which part of Europe? Oh, and I don't know if you were able to stay for my last Kirby stream, but I'll show you very soon what my Kirby looked like at the... I don't remember if you stayed when I finished them. But here's Kirby. Here's Waddle Dee. I will continue making more of them later, and then eventually do a summary video of the Japanese Perler Bead kit that Kirby's from. I wish I bought a blind box or a figurine of Kirby from Japan. I saw so many of them, but I spent more on my Pokemon thing, so I forgot to get Kirby stuff. My brother got some Kirby blind box pins and a magnet, but I should have gotten a figurine of Kirby for my collection next time. Who knows when I'll go back to Japan again. One day eventually. I'd like to visit Europe though. I haven't really seen much of Europe. I've only been to Greece. I would love to go to the UK. I don't know if you guys know this show on YouTube called The Chicken Shop Date. That's one of my favorite YouTube series. It's by Amelia de Moldenberg, and it's such a funny show. She just released a video today that I watched while I was eating lunch with Jonathan Bailey. I think he was in Wicked, but he's also in Bridgerton. And it's just so fun. She's so hilarious and charming in those interviews. She makes it kind of awkward. I love that kind of dry humor. I love that, like British dry humor. Ooh, what color should I use for this? Actually, I will change this to... I don't think I have the right shades. Oh, I do. I need to change this. Okay. Omanyte, or no, Omastar will have a nicer shell because I found the right color for it. So I have this yellow for the shell. Oh, this is so interesting. I'm looking at the live stream chat and it says top fans and it shows a ranking of your names. It says number 1 is Jancy, number 2 is that guy Star, number 3 is Tom. You all have some experience points beside your name. So I wonder how that works. This is like a new feature on YouTube that I've never seen before. I guess because with streaming, like on Twitch, they have like you earn experience every time you watch a stream or like stay for a stream. I don't know what that means though. But that's really cool. Now you guys are in the top 3. I found it funny reading that you are making Gen 1 Pokemon because let's be honest, with how many Pokemon there are now, you may never get to stop it. Yeah, you're right. This is gonna be a lifelong project if I make every single Pokemon. And then when they announce generation, what generation are we on now? Generation 9? If they announce generation 10, 11, it'll never stop. I don't even know if they have the pixel art forms of the new gen Pokemon, if they still do that. But for sure, like the Sinnoh Pokemon and Johto, Hoenn, I love those guys. Those are the ones I grew up with. I mean, I know Unova, Alola, but Galar, past that, I don't know those Pokemon anymore. Maybe I can do all of the starters at least. That's something I could try. Or maybe I'll make another random generator that only includes some of my favorite Pokemon from other generations that I find cute. And then we can go from there. But right now I have another 103 Pokemon to go. That's a lot. I can make 2 to 3 per stream. Or like that's just what I'm choosing to do. That's gonna be another 50 live streams. Less than 50, hopefully. Another 50 weeks. That's another year. Oh my. Hopefully we'll be done before then. If I do more live streams, then maybe I can actually finish it within this year. It is quite a lot though. We'll just take it slow. I also don't know, on average, how many new Pokemon are created for each generation. I remember when I got into Pokemon from the Sinnoh region, there were maybe 300 or 300 to 400 Pokemon. And I memorized every single one of them. And 300 to 400 I already thought was a lot. But now, there's almost 1,000 Pokemon. The kids now have to remember 1,000 Pokemon. That's pretty tough, but if they can do it, they will become excellent biologists. They have Pixel in Galar because in Sword and Shield they have the little sprites in your boxes. Oh, okay, great. As long as they have the PC, the sprites in the PC and the computer that's in the Pokemon Center, then you can make them. Wait, what is the generation they're in now? Is that Galar? The one with Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. I hope they never stopped doing that. They need to have the pixel art forms. It is a requirement. Oh, Sword and Shield was the latest one, right? So then... Oh, then perfect. Then they do have it for... I guess they do have it for every generation. I don't want to check, because then I'll be like, oh, they have all the sprites there, which means you gotta make them. If I can do Gen 1, then that's already going to be a huge accomplishment. And then then I can just never stop live streaming. I'll always have something to live stream. I don't have to think about new live stream ideas. For sure though, the starters, I want to do the starters first. Maybe I'll make a random generator for the starter Pokemon, and then I'll make all of their evolutions. Because that's going to be a lot. Each starter will have 3, so there's going to be 9 for each gen. It's going to be 8, there's like 81 starters and their oh my gosh, that's already a whole generation almost. So maybe after I do the first 151, I'll do the starters and their evolutions. And if I can survive that and keep the stream going, I'll make another random generator for all my favorite Hoenn, Johto, Sinnoh Pokemon. I also like doing the random generator method, because then if you go in numerical order of the Pokemon, of the Pokédex, like, it's really predictable. You can tell exactly what you're gonna make every week. And I want to be surprised. I want to kind of like a lucky draw moment every week, so I can surprise myself to see what we're gonna make. Oh yes, of course I need to do all the EVs. Oh my gosh, you're right, Scarlet and Violet. I completely forgot. See, I don't know my new Pokemon stuff. I'm very uninformed. Yeah, Sword and Shield was before Scarlet and Violet. You don't know if Scarlet and Violet has pixel versions. Ah. I hope they didn't get rid of it in that gen. That's right, I need to do... But Eevee, it's only... Is it only... Oh, when did Umbreon and Espeon come? Was that Hoenn or Johto? And then Sylveon... Oh, Sylveon came... Oh my gosh, I don't remember which gen they came from. I just know Leafeon and Glaceon for sure were from Sinnoh. Yes, I'll do an evolution one. I'll definitely have an evolution stream. Maybe I'll do an evolution stream the day I can get some Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon cards. Those have been impossible to find in store. People are just snatching them up, which is so unfortunate because A lot of them, they just resell them for double, triple the price. And that is just not accessible for common folks who just like Pokemon and want to open some packs. Like, I don't even care about the value of Pokemon cards. I really could not care less about that. But I just want some pretty Eevee cards, some Evolution cards. But I can't even get a pack of Prismatic. I only have the Japanese ones. And last stream, I opened up Chinese Pokemon cards. I got all 4 of them were Evolutions. I didn't realize that was an Evolution pack, like they were just Evolutions. So thank you, Chinese Pokemon Company, for having the Evolutions as a Pokemon card set. Because there's no way I can get Prismatic Evolutions in Canada. It's insane how many people lined up at Costco to get they had a deal where you get a Elite Trainer box that comes with, like, who knows, like 36 packs or something. And then there's also a booster bundle with another 10 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. It was a good deal. It was like $100 and maximum was 2 per customer. And the lineup for this, they were selling this at Costco. The lineup for this was all around the entire building. All these people trying to get these Prismatic Evolutions to resell. I'm sure some of them got them to open, but I know a lot of them were trying to resell them. Cause why do you need 2 boxes? Come on, I just wanted 1 box. 1 box would have been perfect. I would have had so many for many weeks of streams. But what can you do? It's just hard to get Pokemon cards these days. Also, if you aren't really into Pokemon cards and you're trying to get into it, you should know that Pokemon cards do not cost $10 a pack. I've seen people selling them for $10 to $11 for 1 pack of Pokemon cards. I saw this at Canadian Tire. One day I was like returning some lights and I saw some Pokemon cards for the first time in the wild. They were just at the back and I'm like, why does Canadian Tire have Pokemon cards? But I asked them anyway. I said, how much are those? Are you selling them? And they're like, yeah, it's $11 for 1 pack. And I was like, what? That is not right. 1 pack of Pokemon cards should only be $5 to $6. And they're selling it for double. It's a crazy time. Crazy time for Pokemon fans. I have just given up on trying to get Canadian cards or like North American cards. Light blue separated one. Did I misplace one? Oh, you're right. Thank you so much. Thank you for noticing, Tom. That's great. Thank you. I was just I was looking at where's my yellow? Hold on. I was looking at the gray. This gray here. I feel like it's a bit too dark for Omastar. But I think I already used the lighter one. Oh well, it's fine. Oh no, it's not this color. Oops. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's like an extra pair of eyes to double check your work. Otherwise, I would not have noticed. Great. Is everything else correct? Does everything else look right? It's really cute, actually. It's like cute in a like creepy way with its mouth. Because it's one of those beak mouths. You know how like the Kraken or like like an octopus. Like if you do octopus have beaks? Yeah, if you look at an octopus beak, it's really scary looking. All right, that's Omastar. Done. We did a great job with these. I love getting to finally use my blue beads. I don't use them often. I feel like there aren't a lot of blue Pokemon in this gen. A lot of purple ones though. Yay, lovely. Let's go zoom out a bit so they can have space. Great. That's Omanyte and Omastar. And my favorite part of the stream is opening my pack of Pokemon cards. At the end, let's see who we get. Let's see. Actually, which pack shall I open? I've got lots of... I have 3 languages. I have English, Chinese, and Japanese cards. English ones are running low, but they're the only ones that I have 10 packs of. I only have 5 packs of English cards left. I think I'm gonna try a Japanese pack today, because I've been itching to open these up from my trip to Japan. These are my prismatic. I have to save these. I have to, for like a good Pokemon. But let's see. I'll let you guys choose. So I have you might not be able to tell what the names are. So just if you have one that you think I should open, shout out the Pokemon. I have this one's Journey Together. That's the English name for it. This one, I forgot what it's called in English. This one's called Cyber Judge. I've opened one of these before. This one's Surging Sparks. These ones I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know the English versions of them. Pikachu? We're gonna open a Pikachu one? Okay, that sounds great. This one's Surging Sparks. Doing only one booster pack opening a week, it's really good for practicing your self-control, because I have so many packs of these cards. I could just open them all at once, but no, I have to save them. I have to save one per week. You choose all, give in to greed. Oh, but then if I open all of them at once, I won't have things to enjoy later on. So I'm gonna open just this one today. It's very hard to open Asian packs because they're very secure, and then I like saving these wrappers for their art at the front, but it's just so hard to open them. It's much easier with the English cards. Oh, see, look, I ripped it. I'll just use scissors. Just be careful not to cut the cards. Okay, this is one pack of Surging Sparks. I can also tell you where I got this pack. So my brother and I, we were at Mount Fuji, living near there, and there was just a shop called Lawson. And Lawson, they had Surging Sparks and Journey Together, so that's where I got it. And I don't really know what the trick is for Japanese cards. Was it just one to the front? Okay, I guess one to the front, because the first card is just a trainer card. It says Ikisaito Stadium. Something stadium. Oh my gosh, that's a really cute Togepi. Togepi, same as the English name. Ooh, Mons. I forgot the English name of this. It's like a dino. In Japanese, Mons. Or Monaz. Sphere! Wow, this is really cool art. I like that. It kind of reminds me of Minecraft, where it just suddenly turns into ice, into an iceberg Arctic landscape beside a tropical one. Executor. Nashi. Or Nachi. Nashi. And the final card. Oh, that is the final card. Oh man, this is what sucks about Japanese cards, is that there's no guarantee that you'll get any shiny ones. You might just get 5 common ones. And worse is when you get a trainer card, the most useless one. So that's 180 yen per pack. So we did not get anything good, but I really like that Sphere. I like that art on that. And then the Togepi. We love Togepi. Okay. So, I guess I'll take a pic. I love taking pictures. If you check out my Instagram, I always post a story of my finished Pokemon with a Pokemon card. So if you're not following me on Instagram, check out at Cutie Crafts. I post stories there whenever I'm done. So last week we did Sea King and Goldeen. I still have a bunch of older pics I need to post, but great live stream. No hits today. Just a cute Sphere from Surging Sparks. And yeah, enjoy your 4th of July if you do celebrate that, if you're down in the States. Have a good holiday, have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next time with another CutieCraft live stream. Hope you can join again. Thanks for watching. Bye.